It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
At 7:30.
7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Well, it was summer in
Yeah.
the mountains.
It was summer. Right now it's fall. When you actually watch this and we come back, it will be winter.
Yes.
And the reason is this is taped. It's not live right now. Good to see everybody. Ken Hovey along with Tricia Swenson. We are bringing you your off-season Vail Valley Live. And what that means is that we've come in, taped this. We're going to cover all things that are awesome throughout the off-season and then what you can expect going into the winter months. Kind of like sitting down with us on the couch, doing some Googling and finding some things to do.
Planning your vacations, planning your fun nights out, that kind of thing. Even your local, we want you to let you know, hey, live like a visitor here. We miss out on so many things, and when you actually get a chance to do some of the awesome events that we have, we've got the great activities, enjoying some of our venues. It reminds you of why you live here.
I was going to say, I love those moments when you go to an event that's been taking place for like 2 to 3 years, and you've never been to it. And you're like, why have I not come to this before? This is awesome. I've been missing out. So,
yeah, like I love the Villar Center. Like what?
And that's what we have a stack of. Information for you to get you through the off season, then also get you prepped for this winter and all the fun things that are going to be here because ski season is fast approaching, coming up in November, and that's when we'll be back on November 11th. So we'll get right to it.
Yep, and that's our season 4 of Vail Valley Live. That's your source for what's going on around the valley. We got a lot of knowledgeable hosts that will be joining us. We'll be in the studio. We'll also be out and about in Vail Village, Lions Head, Beaver Creek. We can kind of go anywhere. Anywhere a cell phone goes, we can go with our cameras. So we're excited about that. And Ken, what a great summer. I mean, it was busy. I mean, after a couple of years of the pandemic and a lot of things not really, especially in the entertainment world, not really returning. I barely had time to even sit on my patio at home. Like, I was gone all the time.
I don't know if you were in town for Oktoberfest. Lions Head was busy, but the Oktoberfest that took place in the village with the car show and the farmer's market, that was hands down the busiest weekend that I have ever seen in Vail. It was like 4th of July times 5. So yeah, we are back to normal. Everyone's very excited to be here in the mountains.
Yeah, Oktoberfest, I was at the one in Lions Head the week before. I was visiting my mom the weekend that was in Vail, and yes, I heard both were busy. The beer lines were a little long.
They ran out of beer, I heard. Don't hold me to that, but I know that they were getting down there. I mean, and when you can go through hundreds and hundreds of kegs, that's saying something. To our viewers, we just want to say thanks for everything. For the past, what are we on, season 3? This is going into season 4. Thanks for a fantastic summer. I know that, we've kind of worked through some glitches, but we have come out on the other side with some great programming, and we're sharing with you the mountains that we love so much and bringing you live, informative pieces from Vail, Beaver Creek, really just about anywhere that we can go to share the mountains. And we appreciate you all tuning in and also giving us your feedback on the live chat. And although this is a tape segment, you can still share things with us. Go to our Instagram account at Vail Valley Live and put some comments in there. If there's something that people would like to see during the winter months that they have a great idea, share it with us. Go on there, send us a message, comment on something. We'll keep that updated. But we would love to hear because there are so many good ideas out there on things that we can do to bring you great viewing. Because our thought is to share the mountains with you, keep you posted on snow updates, what's going on, roads, everything it is to live here.
We want to let you know that we will be having our off season. Like many places, we kind of close down. We kind of get things ready for the next season. We do open up Vail Mountain on November 11th. And, this is a little bit earlier from all the decades we've been here. We were always kind of that Friday before Thanksgiving, whatever date that would be, the Friday before. Breckenridge opened, 2 Fridays before. Now we're right there with Breck.
There's a lot of comments out there, I know, about this. right? People have their thoughts. I mean, this is an early opening this year, so that's one thing that we want to see. What are your thoughts on that? Post those up and share them with us. It is going to be early. I mean, think about it. Well before Thanksgiving will be Vail Mountain's opening day. I know that they have just incredible snowmaking, but Mother Nature is definitely going to have to cooperate with it, and that could change. Right? I mean, we'll keep an eye out on it, but I don't know. If we get the moisture like we've had and the cooler temperature, we have already seen snow at the upper elevations.
I know.
You know, so
we
fingers
got
crossed.
Okay, so that's why we're going dark right now for, just a, number of weeks, probably 5-6 weeks. But a lot of things to still do in October, early November. We've got, all the leaf peeping going on. And Ken, what do you think? I think Vail Mountain in particular seems to be, it's really starting right now, but wow, it seemed like a slower season. Like, it doesn't look like that quite yet. It probably will be by the time you watch this show.
Probably in like 4 or 5 days from now. But definitely as we lead into the first 2 weeks of October, the leaves are just going to be magnificent. To my understanding, we have the optimal scenario for like just the most perfect leaves and the way that they're going to look due to the fact that we did have moisture. We've had daytime highs that are very warm and then overnight lows that are very cold. Yeah. So according to the information, the botanists are telling us that we could have one of the most golden falls that there are. And you can expect this to last probably into about the third week of October, somewhere around there. So you got about 3 weeks of this, but the highlight will definitely come at the end of the first week and into the second week of October, and it is already happening up here.
And I like this laid back mood. It kind of is like that. Like town slows down a little bit. We're less busy, less hustle and bustle. People are just happy to just look outside and basically watch these leaves change color like as it happens.
There's so many cool images that come out of this. And if you're into social media, follow us on ours because we'll be sharing a lot of information and photos of this. It is definitely one of the most photographic time frames here in the mountains, and it's kind of short-lived. We wish that it would last longer, but it is awesome. And then also to take away from just the sheer beauty of it and taking those photos, I would also recommend getting up here and doing a hike. One of my favorites, I know that you have a lot of feature pieces on it, Berry Picker.
Yes.
If you are a hiker, go first thing in the morning. Sunrise on Berry Picker is one of the sweetest times. I did it last year for our live segment, and you kind of immediately get up into the aspens, and as the sun comes poking up over the Gore Mountain Range, I don't know, it's like 7:30, 7:45, the way the light shines through it, I mean, the entire trail just blows up yellow. It is gorgeous, and it's a very easy one to get to because still have free summer parking, and it's a short walk from the parking structure to get to that. That's the trail that goes right up underneath the gondola in Lion's Head.
We had the farmers market all summer. That's going to go till October 9th, and wow, this is one of the longest seasons I've seen. So great that we have that going through October 9th. And then, so that'll wrap up as well. But still, a lot of fun things to do
in the fall. We missed something according to my rundown.
Oh,
the ski and snowboard swap.
Okay.
Let's go to that.
You need some new gear.
Listen,
all right.
I have to share this with the viewers. For like the past 20 years, I finally, just 2 years ago, bought a new board, right? I bought a new Burton. Every other piece of equipment that I've ever owned here, I bought from the ski and snowboard swap.
Yeah.
Because they have the best deals there. They have old gear, but they also have like gear that was last year, or gear that some really wealthy guy from Beaver Creek used for like 3 days for 3 runs each day and then just donated it, and you pick that up as a deal. So this is a great place, especially for what I like to call the freshman class of the Eagle River Valley, to go pick up a good deal on gear and also to help out a great cause. Get your tickets so early. And go early. That's one of the best deals.
Your best selection as far as sizing and, colors and everything, that is going to be on your Friday evening. And they line up out the door before that 3 p.m. opening.
Oh, for sure.
And then on Saturday, there's still a pretty good selection, especially if you go in the morning. Now, Sunday, getting a little thin, but you might find a little bit better
There's still stuff in there. You find stuff that you're like, how did they not find this?
Oh, yeah.
And also sell your gear. I mean, let's face it. We all stockpile stuff. We're like, when a friend comes out, they can use this. And that friend never comes out.
No.
So if you have that
and you know
gear,
what? Your board is 14 years old, and they would rather just rent a new one because it's, It's
true.
It's very true. Good advice. So we've got that for the swap, and that benefits Ski and Snowboard Club Vail. So October 7th through 9th on that. And then, we got this ethical leadership forum going on. It's a collaborative event that brings together emerging and experienced leaders across education, nonprofit, business, government. So philanthropy, they kind of all come together to learn, share, and grow. That's going to be going on for the third weekend. So there's some educational things that happen here.
That's a
too.
good time frame, by the way. If you're thinking about having an event in Vail and you want to bring people out, it's right after the summer ends and kind of the end of the leaf peeping time and before the winter.
Yeah.
We still have a lot of stuff to do. There's tons of discounts and deals. Hotels are a lot less area. So, prime example, come out here and bring your events. Also, Vail Comedy Show, Sam Talent and special guests. That's going to be on October 20th. Yeah. You've seen him on Comedy Central, Amazon Prime. He's out of Los Angeles. Also, Sarah's Lounge is where it's going to be located. Doors open 7 p.m., 8 p.m. is when the show starts. You can get your tickets. Do this early. This event is 21 and up. Don't bring the kids. This is not a kids show.
Yeah. You can leave the kids at home. But
so that guy looks fun.
Yeah, he looks fun. Look at that. Sam Talent.
Looks like he's
talented.
I bet you he parties after
totally.
this event. I mean, look at that dude.
You could go with him to the party.
Austin Blacklet, Adhoff, Mark Masters.
Yeah.
Help me out on this.
Well, yeah, and you know
Where's
what?
Sarah's Lounge?
Sarah's Lounge is in the Christiania.
Oh, nice.
So that where Helmut Fricker would play. Top.
I love that place.
Yep. So top
That's
of
a cool
Bridge
place
Street.
to do that.
Yeah.
Go to the top of Bridge Street, hang a left.
And it is a lounge. It's not like a swanky lounge. I mean, it's a Bavarian style lounge.
This would be a fun one for
couches.
locals.
It's got that. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say the Christiania. I mean, it's been there. It's
Yeah.
a legacy hotel, but it's not often that you stop by there.
Yeah.
So you might get a little
Unless you
taste
go
of
see
it.
Helmut. Helmut would play there in the winters.
Helmut
on
and that
Fridays.
guy. If we had Helmut and that guy together.
Oh yeah. Helmut and Sam Talent. Okay, a double bill. All right, but another thing going on. Okay, and then Halloween is it's a multi-day celebration here. All right. Minturn always starts things off. They always have their 4th of July early. They always have their New Year's early, and they're doing the same thing with Halloween. They have it a day or two early than everybody else. Then there's something like down at Eagle Ranch. And then Miller Ranch, the decorations are crazy. You need a second job just to buy all your decorations. Well, but there's a lot of fun things that go on for all ages. And one of them is going to be the Trick or Treat Trot. And we've been doing this for 29 years. This is the 29th
What
annual.
is this?
Oh, it's
Do you eat candy and run?
Well, no, no running or stretching isn't necessary. This is basically going through the streets of Lion's Head, Vail Village, and you go to the stores. It's nice because there's no cars in those pedestrian zones. So then you just kind of go with your family, and they can get all our Halloween stuff. It's early. It's from 2 to 5. So if it does get a little cold, if we do get some weather coming in, you're in and out of there.
Right, this is a good one.
So that's
and this
a good
is
one.
actually on Halloween.
Yeah, this is on Halloween day. So lots of things going on.
I like it when they have Jello shots for the adults. That's my favorite. Trick or treat. Oh, Jello shot for
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here for the older trick or treaters.
Tricia, we got to get going through this.
I know.
think we've been
Okay.
talking for 20 minutes and we're still on the first page.
Right. All right. Hey, want to thank the Grand Hyatt Vail. We moved over here for season 3, and they've been just such a fun partner with us.
They're cool here.
And we love being right here. We're right next to the axe throwing. Mm-hmm. And
There's a chairlift here, by the way.
yeah, that could be convenient this winter.
Yes.
And then Yoshimi Sushi pop up. That's been great. 25% off. Spa deals. They're doing those in the off season. So a lot of things to take advantage of.
It's like a village here.
Yeah.
I just want to say, you walk through here, there's nothing left for want. You could probably show up at their front door in your underwear, which would be insanely awkward. And you could go through, you could have a cocktail, you could pick up gear, you could rent your gear, you could get your lift
Get
ticket
some
over here. You
food.
could, you could literally just show up I am
the
clueless
market.
and in my underwear, and they'll have you out the other door properly fueled up with all the gear on the chairlift.
And ready to go.
And they're smiling at you the entire time. This is a really friendly group here. So we like it.
And this is also it was the Hotel Talisa. It was Cascade, in the Cascade Village. So for you really old schoolers, it was the Westin. Mm-hmm. Back many
Remember when they
years
had
ago.
the movie theaters over here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the tennis courts up there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's awesome, and we love their GM here, by the way, who is here every day.
Yeah.
Like
He
on
might pop in during the show.
Yeah, he definitely stops by.
John.
And they help give us this little room, which we love so much. So if you're ever walking by and you see us doing the morning show,
Give us a
especially
wave.
Ty Diaz, bang on the glass. Hey,
It's, hey, what's up, man?
awesome.
Okay.
Dinner's around the corner. You know, Tricia, I think it's been long enough. We've been talking for like 25 minutes. How about a commercial break? What do you think about that?
Yes, I'm going to rest my voice.
We'll take it to commercial. We'll be right back with more of your tape segment, your non-live Vail Valley Live. We'll be right back.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
To find a cure for osteoarthritis, why not look to the body's own power to heal? At the Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute, we're working with the National Institutes of Health to conduct a clinical trial treating osteoarthritis of the knee. To learn how you can participate in this clinical trial, call or visit our website today. The Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live's off-season show. I'm Tricia Swenson.
And I'm Ken Hovey, and as she mentioned, this is not live. We'll be back live starting on November 11th. But if you joined us during the first segment, we just babbled on endlessly. We're going to focus now and talk about the mountain. Before we get to the mountain, though, I have a trivia question. I want us to do this during this season show. I was thinking about, like, kind of like not so distant past trivia, like the beginning, but like things that we remember. And we just saw the Four Seasons commercial.
Yes.
What was at the Four Seasons before the Four Seasons was there?
Oh, like what building?
What was that? There was something that was there it wasn't a hotel. You can put it in the chat right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
I wonder what they sold that for.
Okay.
Yeah, now the Four. So if you know what the answer to that is, what was at the Four Seasons? There wasn't even a roundabout. It was a four-way stop, and it was on the right-hand side. Do you remember?
I think it was a stoplight at one point.
You probably washed your windows there. There's your hint. All right, let's talk about the mountain and some fun facts.
All right. Well, so we are opening up at Vail Mountain on November 11th, like we've mentioned, and that's, a little bit earlier than in decades past. Normally, it was the Friday before Thanksgiving. They did this last year as well, opened it up on the 11th, and that's the main reason is because they invested in some snowmaking systems.
$1 billion. Maybe not quite that much.
Wasn't
but
quite
a
that
lot.
much. But, you know, they invested a lot. So especially from Mid-Vail on up, having that mid-mountain experience. And what's interesting is on the valley floor, we're at about 8,100 feet. You get to Mid-Vail, you get to the top of the mountain, 11,000, 10,000 feet. It's a different world up there.
Yes. And it's not going to be all of Vail Mountain, by
No.
the way. They usually open with like one run,
Yeah.
which you can even comment on that. What's the nickname for that one run?
Yeah. So it's usually like 9 to 3:30 when we open for the early
right.
part of the season. And then it's about 8:30 to 4, and then sometimes they move to 4:30, but it's in those general hours.
461 acres of snowmaking. That's pretty dramatic.
Yeah. And see, that's what we're talking about. That's what has increased, and that's why we're seeing the earlier opening.
We usually get 350 inches of snow. That's the average. It's been, you know, give or take. Do you remember those years, though, where we get like 450?
Do you remember when we got about 520?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
20
what we need this year. Those
2013
big,
maybe?
deep, you know, so if we're neglecting, wash your car, do the dance. There's like different things you can do. How many lifts are there on Vail Mountain?
Oh, man.
Don't look at your
Okay.
numbers.
I would say 32.
Boom!
Oh, good. I was
That's
going to say
good.
31.
Two gondolas, 3 high-speed chairlifts, 14 quad lifts, total uphill capacity, right? Meaning Vail can put these up onto Vail Mountain, 63,244 per hour. Now,
Whoa.
I wonder, yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a
Yeah.
lot of people. I wonder if that's going to include the new Game Creek lift. Do you know that they're replacing the Game
Yes.
Creek chairlift? I've seen the activity going on back there.
So what we're doing right there, that's chair 7 in Game Creek Bowl. That will be a 6-pack instead of a 4-pack. So uphill capacity, you know, about 50% more. And that's good because they need it. The only way out of
Oh,
that bowl
that's it.
is that one chair lift. And I'll go down and I'm like, I don't want to wait in the line, and then I don't do it again.
There's
But
nothing worse than getting to the bottom of a lift and going, man, you can see that line
You're
from
you're
space.
just cruising down Dealer's Choice, and then you get over that knoll and you're like,
Should I hike back up?
oh, okay. And then another new lift that we have happening. This is a brand new whole concept. So Chair 5, which is the high noon lift, sun up, sundown bowl. They're going to be going from that base area in
I
that
heard about
bowl
this.
over to where Wildwood Smokehouse Restaurant is, the top of 7, which is going to be the new high-speed 6-pack.
So 2 lifts instead of
2 lifts out of that
Huge.
area. So we've got that as well. And then we've got, you know, just all the great places to go skiing if you're looking for beginner terrain. A lot of people don't realize that that's at the top of Eagle's Nest.
the easiest skiing is at the top.
Easiest skiing
And you
is at
don't
the
have to
top.
ski down at the end of the day. You just
Yeah.
download. You go up there, you get on the beginner lift, you get your photos, you have a great time, then you just get on that gondola and you download. That. And also as far as downloading, I suggest, especially during the holidays and during those busy times, it's okay to download. There's no shame in that game.
There is no
because
shame. I'm a huge downloader. I'm
Download
like,
at the
let's
end
go.
of the day,
Come
yeah.
on, rattle. Like
I'm with
as
you.
many people as we get in the Gandhi, we're doing it.
5,317 acres of terrain once Vail is all the way open.
I know, one of the biggest ones in North America.
about
Hey,
'em.
Blue Sky Basin, you know what?
Now
A
we're
lot of people
talking.
are intimidated. They think, okay, back bowls, I don't know. Like there's some black diamonds back there. There's still some good terrain. Like China Bowl, Poppy Fields, something's always groomed back there. And then Blue Sky Basin. People think, wait, the further back it's probably harder, right? Not the case. Blue Sky Basin has a lot of intermediate terrain. Not really any beginner terrain. Still, you want to be comfortable making your link turns.
You got to get there.
Yeah, you got to
It's
get
a
there.
bit of a mission. I mean, you got to keep in mind, Vail's like
Yeah.
2 miles across the front, and it goes like 7 miles back.
Yeah.
Good
Blue Sky
words.
Basin, great fun terrain, especially for the kids, and it's gladed, so you kind of have that whole backcountry experience. And their lifts look different. You know, Pete's Express has different
They're cool back
construction.
there. It's like a little village back
Yeah,
there.
at Bell's Camp, you know,
Which, by the way, they brought back the cook-it-yourself grills.
Okay, good.
COVID had canceled those for a while. They came back this past year,
Yeah.
which is great. Like, bring your food in your backpack. Like, marinate a steak. Ty Diaz always jokes about me about steak in a backpack or chicken in a backpack. You put the chicken in your backpack and you marinate it and you go out there and you cook it. It's awesome.
And you know what? And it's game on back there. It is lobster. It is the filet mignons. There's some bacon going on back there. So it's a serious picnic game back there, especially in the springtime.
We're going to laundry list on mountain dining.
Okay.
You can eat at Midvale, the Coop at Midvale,
Yes.
Talon's Deck at Eagle's Nest, B14 Bar at Eagles Nest, Wildwood Express or Wildwood Active Express Lift.
Smoked chicken and wild rice soup, one of my favorites.
That's a good one. And 2 Elk. Also, it's not on here. Don't they have like a chicken and waffle place up there?
Well, I think that's the Coop.
Is that okay? That's the Coop.
Yeah.
But then they also along the catwalk as you're going
The
down.
dog
they got
house.
the dogs, which it could be spendy for a hot dog, but if you're hungry,
And you know what?
you get a
And
hot
you're
dog and a beer.
way back in Blue Sky Basin. Like there's a line because it's good and it's convenient.
So those weren't on here. Well, the Coop was, but the hot dog, that's another option. Parking and transportation. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. My advice to you is find a hotel that you really like and then go tip the bellman heavily and just grease their palms and they'll park you. I mean, that's just, you could do that. But there's actually an official way to do that.
Yeah.
And that is there is parking in Vail and Lion's Head. There's parking in West Vail, limited along the frontage road. You can take the bus in.
Yes.
What's the one right down here, the park?
Donovan Park.
Donovan Park. Sorry to the locals for selling that one out. You can park there. That one fills up early. You can bus in. There's little nooks and crannies, but the primary ones, Vail Transportation Center and Lion's Head.
Yeah, and I always like to call my friend. If we're going skiing, I'm like, hey, let's all not drive our own car. Let's carpool, bring your group in, and that is nice too because it kind of offsets the cost of parking as well.
Parking's
so
spendy. 2 hours are free. 2 to 3 hours, $10. That's not bad, but let's face it, you're not going to ski for that long.
Yeah.
Jumps up 3 to 4 hours, $20. 4 hours to 15 hours, $30. If you park overnight, if you've gotten housed and you can't make it out of the structure, $50, which is much less than a DUI.
Yeah, but you know what? What happens with that? They have this thing where you can get out if you get your car by about 10:30 or 11 the next day. They'd say, hey, so that's a well-known.
How do you know this?
Because I've got the business card. That everyone knows this.
I didn't know it. I have parking in Vail.
You leave it. You take your taxi, your Uber, or whatever you can get. Because you can't always get Ubers here. That's a tough part here.
I'm okay with
but
that.
you can leave the car here and then just get it the next day, and they will waive the fee. But you have to get it out that morning. 10:30, 11 o'clock is what.
They got skiers that want to park.
Card. Yes.
Getting to Vail. That's on my list. Traveling to Vail. Here's my suggestion. You're not going to, if you're a visitor and you're coming here, you're probably not going to drive. You're going to get here. You're going to stay at your hotel if you're in the village, and you're not really going to want to go anywhere. There's free bus transportation within the town of Vail. It's like a couple bucks if you want to take the bus over to Beaver Creek. Rental cars during the winter months, they can be like $300 a day. Yeah. Then the hotel charges you for the valet. This can add up.
Yep.
Yeah. Trust me. And then here's the other thing that happens. I used to do transportation, Tricia.
Yeah.
I'm going to put on my transportation hat on this. People see what we call a limousine service, which is a private vehicle, like a Suburban or whatnot, and they go, $500 from Denver to Vail? Well, if you put 4 people in that, it's $125 per person. It's a private vehicle. That drive back and forth to Denver for your driver, I'm not going to use the adjective that I want to. It's no fun anymore. It takes a long time. It's basically like a day trip. Get the private transportation, splurge on it, tip your driver heavily because he's dealing with people driving in the left lane and whatnot. He makes your life easy. You're drinking cocktails and just laughing it up, and you arrive. And I mean, it's just, you don't have to worry about driving while you're here. And if you stay at hotels like the Arabelle at Vail Square or any of Vail Resorts properties, Sun and Alp is another one. Yeah. Lodge at Vail, they actually have
Grand Hyatt, right?
Grand Hyatt, yep. They actually have complimentary transportation within the town of Vail on a first come service, courtesy of Toyota and Lexus.
Oh, yeah.
So you'd have to check with your hotel, but I know at the Arabelle at Vail Square, if you stay at that property and you need a ride into the village, it's you walk down, hey, I need a ride over to Sweet Basil. Yeah. Boom. Jump in, run you over there, so you don't need the car, and you don't want to drive in the winter anyway. Okay, there's my transportation.
Okay, that is good. Yeah, and you know what? We do have the Eagle County Regional Airport, so if you want to fly there, we have a lot of places. Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, Fort Worth. We've got Houston, L.A., Miami, Newark, New York, Phoenix, Toronto, and Washington Dulles. So this is really good. And then, of course, Denver is a hub there, too. So you can pretty much either fly direct from those major cities or connect through
Denver. Flying Eagle. Trust me on this one. You do
not. Oh,
not,
it's such a luxury.
I'm just throwing DIA straight under the bus right now. I'd rather fly in and out of Grand Junction than Denver now.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
it's just a fact.
A few of the things happening, especially when we get close to the holidays, we have all sorts of things going on with tree lightings and
That's a big one.
ice skating festivals. So the Vail Skating Spectacular. So let's see if we can pull this up because we're going to have, Nathan Chen. This is a big deal. We were talking
Nathan Chen is coming here?
So Eddie Shipstead, who puts us on, he talked to us this
Whoa.
summer about Olympic champion Nathan Chen going to be here the day before Christmas Eve.
What?
So this will be at the Thompson Arena, but this is really
you got to get
cool.
tickets for this. That's
Yeah.
not a freebie.
No.
Nathan Chen is ridiculous. I'm not a figure skater. I can barely stand on ice.
But your wife was a good skater.
She's a good skater. Nathan Chen is unbelievable.
And then, hey, okay, this is new. You and I have been to pretty much every film festival since it began at the beginning of their...
What were the brothers' name? The twins?
Scott and Sean. Scott and Sean Cross.
Is it still there?
Yes.
They're
so
still
them.
coming?
Yes. So now it's going to be December 1st through the 4th.
Okay.
And then Kris Kringle Market. So this is always fun.
What is that?
Well, you can do like your outdoor shopping.
So many fun things.
And really, all those open air markets in Europe, like, Munich, that kind of thing, they're trying to create that in our Bavarian
Do you
style
drink
town.
beer during it, probably?
No, you probably have Glühwein.
They drink beer for breakfast in Munich. Vail Ugly Sweater 5K.
Yes.
Date to be determined.
Okay.
We'll get you more on that.
Okay,
Grab your
yep.
best and ugliest holiday sweater.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, and it's only 5K, so you can.
I wanna read
like
this.
sweat in your sweater for that.
That
long
is complete
time.
nonsense that it's non-competitive. You know darn well, like, there's going to be some kind of beer chugging thing. And it's at Barton Yeti's, which is arguably one of the most iconic and awesome restaurants in our area. And a
that's gonna be
place,
a
by
good
the way,
time.
this is my shameless plug for Barton Yeti's. You want to get a good burger at a reasonable price? Barton Yeti's. That's where you go.
Well,
Place
and
is
you know
awesome.
what else? Okay, right next door to that, Alpine Pizza Company. Have you had their pizza?
I have. It's like that big around and like that thick.
It's the Detroit style pizza, and when they're done, it's gone. I mean, they sell out every day, and it's super cool. So that's happening, and then all right. So speaking of food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, best breakfast spot. Where
I like
would
the
you
little
go?
diner.
Okay.
In
In Lions Head.
And also, if I was like to pick another place and I had to go down Valley, I'm going to Eagle on this one.
Okay.
The diner down there in Eagle.
In Eagle. Oh, Leah's giving the heads up on that too. She got thumbs up.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Well, I was gonna say, like if we're in Lions Head, the French Deli.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
little one.
Super
But if
casual.
we're going a little down Valley, I mean, Village Bagel. The
never been there.
oh my gosh, the absolutely best bagels.
They got the schmears,
Oh yeah, they got all that.
veggie schmear.
But I mean, they're so good. Oh my gosh, you gotta go. If you want bagels, you go there.
I like it when you walk in, they're like, what should I put on it? And you're like, just everything.
Yeah.
Sprouts, cucumbers, tomatoes, some kind of schmear, some salmon, some bacon. Here's my tip for you. Best lunch deal, sweet basil. You know why? You will not get into sweet basil for that 7 o'clock reservation for 8 people on Christmas Eve. It's not going to happen. I don't care how much you grease the palms of the concierge or the person that's taking the reservations, but you know when you can go there is for lunch. And sweet basil is awesome for lunch because you just walk right in, and it's like half the price.
Okay.
So,
Lunch, wow. You know what? I mean, hey, if you're right next to the slopes, I would say, I think going to like Los Amigos is right there. If Larkspur outside.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Golden Peak, and then down at the base of Lion's Head, El Sabor.
oh, yeah,
You know,
for
that's
sure.
right there in
It's
the
right
Lions
there.
Square Lodge.
I was going to say for Opry 2, Tavern on the Square at the Arabelle at Vail Square, they do live music. And then right next door, the Chop House.
Phil Long.
Phil Long.
He's been here forever.
Come on.
I'm there all the time.
He doesn't have the mullet in it. He might have the mullet again. I don't know. But he used to play at the Red Lion. And the Red Lion obviously is a great one.
yeah.
But man, he'd have the fan on the mullet and the hair blowing, and he played Country Road playing. Oh my God.
He's doing all that.
That guy has bought over 2 million shots for people.
Probably.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
So that's another really good one. And then as far as nightlife, I mean, just walk down Bridge Street. You're going to find something.
I think, later, like when I think of nightlife, I think, let's just say late night, okay? Because we have a good opera.
What's late night for you now? Like,
well,
we're old.
I know.
Late night for me is
I
like
like
7:30.
opera, okay? And then like I go get a pizza at Alpine Pizza Company and then I go home. But like late night Shakedown, they've got bands, like they open the doors at 9.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh,
you know,
the
the
place
band
is-
starts
yeah.
at 10. And then Fall Line, they
Yeah, that's a
started
good one.
doing like a lot of DJs and everything. coming
Pepe's
down.
right there.
Yeah,
They have good
Pepe's.
music. That's a
and
good
so a
place.
lot of times they will have a guitar player that plays a little later. And then I haven't been there a long time, but Frost, which is in the Sebastian.
Very cool hotel.
It's just a really cool hotel, and you know it's called Frost. So like their glass, their lighting.
Going from dining straight to shopping. This is like an entire segment made perfect for you.
Oh yeah, totally. And you know what? We've got a lot of stores that are homegrown, owned and operated hometown stores like Squash Blossom, Pepe's, of course, Luca Bruno.
Luca Bruno.
You know, we do have some of the more of the chain. You know, your Helly Hansen's, your North Face.
Let's go back to
Begonias.
Luca Bruno. I love it. He
Yeah.
owns the place.
Luca Bruno.
Luca Bruno. You go in there and you just have a wonderful time. And even if you don't buy anything, you are beautiful and come back. And he's just he and his wife Jen are awesome. They design a lot of their clothes. They are just, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to see if they're on here. I don't see them on here. If you want to go see like amazing clothes and get ready to open your wallet, like it's an area that you generally go view. But if you want like the best clothes, Axel's.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in Axel's?
Well, we did. We finally went like this spring, and they were having the big sale.
Ooh,
And my
nice.
husband's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this," and like, "Oh, I bought like a leather, like the buttery leather little
unreal.
jacket. It's really that's
It
super
is
cool."
premium. When they use the term premier clothing, that's Axel's.
You know what? I gotta tell you about this store though. But Res Ipsa, that is a really cool store. And it was started by 2 lawyers. And they have a story behind all their clothes. And they take a lot of materials that are basically dead stock. It's still good material, but it's just not being made anymore. It's not being used for anything. Like they were making these rugby shirts.
Oh, I like that. Cool.
Out of dead stock materials.
Sure.
So it's still fine material. It's not going to landfill.
Yeah.
It's just having a new life.
like that.
And you got a one of a kind.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Other great places, Perch. My wife loves that place.
Yes.
And Gray Salt.
Yeah, that's the male counterpart for Perch.
It's indicative of the facial hair. Gorsuch is always a classic. American Skiing Exchange. Craniology. If you're thinking about going and getting a helmet or goggles, I mean, they are like the scientists of matching goggles to helmets and what you can do with them. They're pretty amazing.
And some of these helmets, I remember one of them a few years back. I was doing an interview, and they had Swarovski crystals and like purple mink around the ears. Like it was like you can go super fancy.
I got to mention these guys
spot.
too because these are 2 of our favorites. Troy's Ski and Bike Shop. You go up Bridge Street, you make a left, and you kind of go right up to where it meets up with the road. Troy's amazing, long-time local. Know his wife. She was a long-time raft guide. It's a very personalized shop, so Troy's is a fantastic place to go. Also, Buzz's Boards and Ski Shop. Buzz Schlepper, Hunter Schlepper, they are icons of the valley. Same type of thing, family-owned businesses. You go in there, you generally see the same person year after year. And, of course, you got the classics like Vail Sports. Burton. I like going into Burton just to check out the new boards and the bindings. They always have, like, the latest
I like to go
stuff
into
from
Burton, checking out the ladies' clothing, even the stuff you can just wear, you know, as streetwear.
Tricia, you realize we're like, I don't know, 45 minutes into this program.
And we haven't even gotten to Beaver Creek.
9 pages left. Wow, well,
Okay.
Ken and Tricia be able to talk this long?
Well, all right. So why don't we go to a break, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the beef.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
To find a cure for osteoarthritis, why not look to the body's own power to heal? At the Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute, we're working with the National Institutes of Health to conduct a clinical trial treating osteoarthritis of the knee. To learn how you can participate in this clinical trial, call or visit our website today. The Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
At FootJoy, we have this theory. For something to be truly innovative, to be truly groundbreaking, it has to be unexpected. Full of raw potential. Not marginally better than what already exists, It has to be so impressive that no one else can compete. Yeah, we like that theory. We use it to push ourselves, to push our game, so that you can keep pushing yours.
We built the Redfin app to help you win. Get alerts on your phone every time a new home hits the market. Then schedule a tour when it works for you, even the same day. Want to win? Choose Redfin.
We are back with our Vail Valley Live off-season show.
It's taped.
It's taped, but we're trying to give you as many details as we can to get you ready for the winter. And we've got so many fun things going on, but just, the basics. We already told you about Vail. Now we're going to move over to Beaver Creek. And you and I both love Beaver Creek. I know why you love it.
Heated sidewalks, escalators that take you up to the lift, and free chocolate chip cookies each and every afternoon.
Yeah, and you know what? They've brought back the cookies, and the cookie competition is coming back as well. On opening day, you have the opening day hoopla, and then in the afternoon, they have everyone come down and stand in line to try one of the five, all of the 5 cookies. You have 5 different lines you're in, and then you have your People's Choice token, but each finalist needs to make 1,000 cookies.
And also, it's chaos. I'm just going to put this out there. Be nice when you go to the Beaver Creek cookie competition. I went there a few years ago. I'm 6'4", I don't know, my driver's license says 220. I've put on some extra weight. I almost got trampled. Like, people are just, it's a cookie, guys, okay? Take a deep breath,
they'll make
namaste.
More. Oh, yeah.
It's cool. Like, just to have fun up there.
But so Beaver Creek, opening day, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And then once we roll into that, we've got that opening day cookie competition, Thanksgiving the next day, Black Friday, or as I like to call it, White Friday, because you know what? We got the snow. Don't stand in line for some big sale at some big box store
it's
down
awesome
in Denver.
Up there. It's very,
stay up here and ski with us.
Very family oriented, Beaver Creek. It's the place, like, especially if you have teens and younger.
Yeah.
And I even go to like 10-year-olds and younger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, perfect family resort. And also, if you're just a hardcore shred gibber, I love Beaver Creek.
Yeah.
Beaver Creek's steep. It's got some really phenomenal terrain.
Oh, yeah. So it's got steeps, it's got bumps. And if you know where to go, there's some good, like, glade skiing and, going through the aspen trees.
Well, I was going to say, too, if you think about it, you have Grouse Mountain, and then one chairlift away, you go up and you drop into Bachelor Gulch, where they, like, groom every run every night, practically, right?
Yeah.
So it's really,
really
diverse.
And then Hobie, what was new last year?
Oh, yeah, they put in the McCoy. I didn't actually ride it. I saw that lift, but I didn't ride. Yeah, so McCoy now has its own chairlift as well, which is like really beginner.
This is awesome, mellow terrain, and so this is really gonna spread people out on the mountain. We love Bachelor Gulch. We love that Ritz-Carlton there. Their live
I love Arrowhead.
music. Oh yeah,
I'm an Arrowhead fan. If you want to get some vertical in,
oh yeah,
Vail, like I said earlier, 2 miles across, about 7 miles deep.
Yeah.
Beaver Creek is like across. You kind of
village
look at
to
everything.
village to village.
Village to village. On mountain dining, we won't go into the details. We love Beaver Creek. Very big fans. Spruce Saddle, fantastic place to eat. The ice cream parlor, Talon's Restaurant. This is my favorite, Mammy's Mountain Grill, which is at the top of the Bachelor Gulch lift. You can go back there. They have cook-it-yourself grills. Great bar scene there, especially for spring break. The Broken Arrow, which we covered. Candy Cabin. Now, that's not technically a meal, but I promise you can go in there and spend about as much as you would at a big meal. They have every kind of candy you want, and it is a great way to get your kids to ski a little bit longer.
Yeah.
We'll go to the Candy Cabin if you take 4 more
it
runs.
bribes. Just bribe them with this.
It's going to cost you.
And if you're coming from the Westin, okay, so the Westin's in Avon, just down the hill from Beaver Creek. You take the Westin Gondola to the landing. Then you take the lower Beaver Creek Mountain Express. Then you take the upper Beaver Creek Mountain Express. And then
it's easy.
You're all kind of been on 3 lifts, 2 of them outside because the gondola is pretty short and it's indoors. Your kids might be cold. You might be a little cold. just pop into that candy cabin for a little bit.
Just drop them off. Tell them you're going to take a couple runs. Give them your
It's not
American
daycare.
Express
It's
black
pretty
card,
small.
and
It's pretty
You're going to
small.
come back with a backpack full of candy.
But that's a fun one. That's a fun one. I love the one there. Now, parking is a little more difficult.
Let's dive into
at the
parking,
beach.
Tricia. It's not free anymore at the base area, by the way. If you were used to, it's been a couple years, you used to be like, free parking at the beach. Nope, not anymore. But it's,
$10. And then it is free after 1 p.m. And then the village parking garage.
Wait, where do you say? It's free after 1?
Yeah, after 1
that's pretty
p.m.
nice. I
yeah,
like that.
after 1 p.m. Oh, wait, are they changing it to 3?
They did. Entry after 3.
Wait, but that's the garage.
Man, this is confusing. Okay, I'm going to read it off to you. Under 1 hour free. This is for the garage.
Yeah,
1 to 3 hours, $15. That's where they get you.
Yeah.
3 hours to 4 hours to under 4 hours, $25. Just, you know what? Just go for it. 4 hours and over, $35.
Yeah.
Go early, get first chair, have it there. Yeah, that's.
Then you've got your boots in the vehicle. You can put your snow boots on after your ski or snowboard boots, and then you can stick around, go to the ice rink,
go to the Coyote,
go to Opry. Yeah, hey, the Coyote is undergoing a remodel.
There, you know what? I just want to say, Buzz. I just want to it just happened, didn't it? I just saw it. Yeah. Moment for Buzz. Yeah. Buzz was our buddy. The Coyote passed away.
In the spring?
Yeah, this past spring. I don't know. Sorry. Anyway, we spent a lot of time drinking with Buzz and the crew at the Coyote. What a great dude, and what a great place. So sorry to be melancholy, but this is our shout out to Buzz and the Coyote crew. We feel you, man. He will be missed.
When the World Cup comes to town, that kind of becomes the official bar of the World Cup ski races.
He was awesome.
And even the skiers love that. Those ski racers. Now, here's Elk and Bear lots.
We're going down. These are the bottom lots.
So these are the bottom lots down in the Highway 6 area of town of Avon.
So it is $10 for the day.
So
that's not bad.
Your first hour is free, but then it's $10. And then after 1 is free.
Okay.
You could get a 10-day pass for $75 in case you're going to be here for a while.
People will complain. $10 for parking. I remember when it was free. Hey, man, I remember when a gallon of gas was 75 cents.
Yeah.
I can remember that. I'm that old. I can. I know. That horrible.
My God.
I couldn't drive then, but I can remember that.
Yeah. And then they do have what's called Dial Ride. So if you're staying in Bachelor Gulch and need to come over to Beaver Creek for dinner, let's say Cross Mountain Grill, you get on the app, Dial Ride. They go from 7 a.m. to about 12 midnight, back and forth between, or if you're at, say, one of the condos lower down by the golf course, you do the Dial Ride.
Mm-hmm.
So Dial Ride is your friend. Now we're going on to events. So we've already mentioned Beaver Creek's opening day, which is on Beaver Creek. That's for November 23rd.
Tree lighting. You want to get nostalgic? Yeah. That's on November 25th. That's a very good one to go.
They always have a good, and it's the 41st annual. This is amazing.
Birds of Prey.
Oh, yeah.
Downhill skiing.
We were just talking about this. So this is when the men's alpine race teams from all over the world descend upon the Talons area of Beaver Creek.
We have buddies that race on the U.S. ski team, and let's just put it to you, I'm a snowboarder as well, and you're like, oh, whatever, bro, like, it's skiing. Okay, listen to me. They wear spandex. They go 92 miles per hour down hardpack. That's like giant slalom right there. But on the downhill day, think about this. They are in spandex, riding on something as hard as concrete, right, that you would go down the highway, and only netting protecting them. And I know you're not allowed to see this, but I'll put that off to the side. That is a cheers to the downhill racers. There's a lot of cowbell going on out there. This is an absolute rager of a party, and I promise you, these guys are like gladiators.
It is the most fun. It's my favorite weekend in Beaver Creek. Then a few more things going on. So, of course, big New Year's Eve celebrations, fun things going on at the Vail for the holiday shows. But then Winter Culinary Weekend. We've got the Beaver Creek Snowshoe Race Series. A lot of fun
Thursday
things.
Night Lights. That goes on every Thursday. I mean, come on. Ski down, fireworks, glow sticks, parties, kids. Let's talk dining real quick. We promised we'd keep this to 10 minutes. That was a total lie.
Yeah, we're trying to.
Breakfast up at Beaver Creek.
Okay, well, you know what? I really like that Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. And they have their little breakfast empanadas, or I've had the little quiche before.
And it's easy. You're going up the gondola, you get on the second gondola, or no, not gondola.
Escalator.
It's on the right-hand side. Perfect. Lunch and dinner, Golden Eagle.
Yes.
I'm a fan of the Golden Eagle. That place is amazing. And they have an incredible wine list in there, by the way. For Opry, I'd have to go McCoy's.
Yeah.
Would be a good one.
Yeah.
Or
now it's called Powder 8 Kitchen and Tap.
Okay.
Right?
And here's where you're going to put the dial-a-ride to use, and you're going to want to tip that driver, because for Opry, over in Bachelor Gulch, you go over there, you party at the Ritz, you can't ski back because the lift's closed, dial-a-ride takes you. There you go, driver. $10.
Yeah. That's super fun. Yep.
Super fun. That turns into nightlife as well.
Yeah.
For shopping over there, Base Mountain Sports, Beaver Creek Sports, Burton is there. They have a Craniology, North Face, Patagonia.
Oh,
Love that place. Yvon Chouinard actually just sold his shares or gave his shares away of Patagonia to save the planet. Amazing man. Went surfing with him one time.
Oh, you did? Oh, my gosh.
Great family.
Christie Sports is there too. Gorsuch. So the Gorsuch that's here in Vail Village, they have their Beaver Creek location as well.
They have the coolest ski pants in there for women.
Oh, yeah.
They're a little spendy.
Yeah. Like, I could only get them when they were on sale.
You will get compliments on your ski pants, ladies.
Yeah. And you know what? It doesn't matter how you ski. Remember, it matters how you look. You know, that's part of the thing too. But you know what? If you are running out of days on the hill because your legs are getting tired, let's face it. Let's say you're staying out here for 6-7 days. It's hard to ski every single day. I mean, the high-speed quads, you get in so much acreage in just one day, one afternoon.
There's other stuff to do, is what Tricia's trying to tell you. I promise you, we all don't ski every single day.
Yeah.
Snowmobiling is a really fun one.
Yeah.
Nova Guides is awesome. Sage Outdoor Adventures, they have a fantastic
I just saw
operation.
Joe.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
They have a cool setup that's out there down like Walcott area.
Yeah.
Buzz's Backcountry Adventures, High Adventure Vail and Beaver Creek Snowmobile Tours. There's a bunch of snowmobiling is fun. Let's just face it. You get on a machine. Here's my other tip. You can go on your own or you can go with a guide.
Yeah.
The guides let you rip. Okay. It's not like if you go with the guide that you got your school teacher with you. And here's the other thing. You're going to get stuck. It's nice to have the guide there with you to help dig you out.
And you know what? You may get lost too. So like I've been on some of these tours, and I mean I love it. I live here, and I'm like, wait, I've never been to Machine Gun Ridge, or I've never been out to this area so far north. I mean, like, it is really cool. They know where to go. They've got some funny facts and different fun little tidbits to know.
And they smell like gasoline all the time.
I love the smell of snowmobiles.
Yeah, like they pick you up and they just smell like two strokes.
Yeah.
So it's really
And you know what? A lot of times if you don't have the snow boots, the snowmobile suit, that kind of thing, they will outfit you, and then they've got that helmet with the full face on there. And then depending on what your age is, sometimes maybe you're riding with a younger child. So it's really something that multi-generations can do as well.
Nordic sports, snowshoeing is a good one. Cross-country skiing. I had a guest that was asking me about that the other day, and they were like, where should we go if we come out this winter? My suggestion, Vail Golf Course.
Yeah, you know what? I love Vail Golf Course because it's relatively flat. Because, you know, it's a cardio... And, you know, it's a cardio sport to cross-country ski, especially at this altitude. So I like that. And then Beaver Creek, McCoy Park. So you go up, the Beaver Creek Nordic Center is right down there, you know, by Strawberry Park, chairlift. And then you can go up Strawberry Park to McCoy Park. Now, that's a little different than that brand new ski area. It's kind of on the perimeter of that. And that's a great place to go, too.
Paragon Guides, they're a good one. Go with the guide service. Tennessee Pass Nordic Center also.
Ski to dinner. Have you ever skied at the
No, that's
Pass
a good
Hut?
one. That would be super
Oh,
fun.
yeah,
There you go.
I like
These
that one.
people are pros.
No, so this is skate skiing here, people. There's skate skiing in Powder, and then you got the track. Look at then the little Josies in the back here.
Fat biking.
Fat biking.
What if they got like fat e-bikes? That'd be more my style. But that's the golf course.
Yeah.
Like today, while we're taping this, there's people out there on the driving range.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Look at that.
those
That's
guys
such a
getting out
beautiful place too. So things like that. And then ice skating. So we've got the Beaver Creek ice rink. That's great. And they've got all the skate rentals right there. They have those ice bikes.
Those are super
You
cool.
can't fall over on these. They're on a low
Is that a bet?
platform. You cannot. Like the center of gravity is way too low. Like you can't.
They
like
are
you
pretty cool,
cannot tip it over. But that's going on over at Beaver Creek, and then a few other places. Arabelle has their rink. Solaris, and then we've got a lot of things going on at Dobson. But they do have some public skating, and then they've got those bumper.
Oh yeah, that's right. They have the bumper cars there. Let's go back up to the photo at the top. I'm giving my seal of approval, stamp of approval on the Arabelle at Vail Square. To me, that is the best one. That's kind of the view. It's almost like ice skating in
Bavaria.
It's incredible. If you've ever been there in the summertime, they have a tent set up for a lot of weddings.
Yeah.
But the ice skating rink is there. It is so cool. You talk about photographic moments.
Yeah.
That would be.
Oh no. Now another thing to do, the open air sleigh rides. So we've got this, Four Eagle Ranch does this, and I love their horses. They usually have some, funny or cute names. Bearcat Stables does these. And then if you want to take the open air sleigh ride to dinner, Bino's Cabin, Allie's Cabin, both on Beaver Creek Mountain, and then Zach's Cabin over on Bachelor Gulch.
They don't use horses.
They don't use horses.
Yeah, they use snowcats.
But that's what I say. It's still an open air sleigh, but it's driven by a snowcat. And that is a fun adventure.
That is a party. Yep. You got to keep moving on. Entertainment. We got to talk about the Valar Performing Arts Center.
So, during the summer, we have so many different outdoor venues, whether it's the Ford Amphitheater or the Riverwalk Backyard Theater, Town of Eagle Town Park. But in the winter, a lot of our entertainment happens almost on a nightly basis at the Valar Performing Arts Center. But we're bringing in, some great shows, and they're going to kick it off right there at for the holidays. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the musical.
Go through it. Let's see. Who do they got? All right, Rudolph would be a Jeep. I don't know that one.
Sleep at the Wheel. They've got also. We're going to be bringing in musicians. We've got magicians.
Ooh, Bella Fleck is coming.
Yeah,
that's
Bella Fleck's coming. The Peking Acrobats are back, so that'll be a great one to do.
Will make you feel so lazy.
Branford Marsalis Quartet, the Parsons Dance. They're going to be here.
Styx?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Don't they sing,
Come se lui.
Yes.
Domo Origato, Mr. Roboto.
Como?
I got that
Oh my
one.
gosh. Styx is playing. I want to go see that. Who else we have on there? Keep on going. So some of these I don't know. They're just like, but they're amazing.
Hey, Garrison Keillor, that's a classic.
Ooh, Colorado Symphony. That'll be a good one.
Yep. So that's going to be there. And what's nice is they're doing some bundling right now. You go to the website, and sometimes if you buy more than one show, they have some bundle deals. So take advantage of that, and then get your tickets early because 530 seats. The Ford Amphitheater fits about 2,500, so this is 530. So
it is. It's small.
They do sell out, so we want to make sure we have that.
Tips and tricks here in the Valley. Apps answer a lot of things. My favorite one, Epic Mix app.
Yeah.
I love that because it tells you lift line. I mean, it's fun to track your vertical and whatnot, but it's great to look at it and be like, I wonder what the lift line's like at chair 7. Boop, tells you.
Yes.
It's a good one.
That's a good one to have.
There's a Vail app now for parking.
Yeah, the Vail app, and that's a great one for parking. Yeah, so you can really plan your day on the mountain. I mean, I was doing this last year. I was kind of designated the leader of this group. I knew a few of them. I didn't know all of them, but I was the local out of anybody. So I was like, wow. And usually,
she's the lift whisperer.
Yeah, the lift whisperer. But that's what's cool is you become smart. You become your leader of the pack because you know where to go.
I was just gonna say. I also want to remind you to tune into us Facebook, YouTube, and of course to our local viewers in the hotels and also just throughout the valley on Outside Television. We appreciate it. We're going to be broadcasting live every morning from 7:30 to 8:30. Sometimes we go to 9.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just decide we're just going to go a little bit longer. We're enjoying the day. That's what we can do. But we truly do thank you guys for making this show such a success. It's been so awesome to see the response. And for the most part, we bring it to you from our phones while we're out remote, and you can actually watch us on your phones anywhere in the world to get up-to-the-minute information, snow reports, road conditions, everything that you need. And we just want to be the voice of the valley.
And you know what? And we know you can get a lot of this data from your phone or website or anything, but then we interpret it for you. Okay, like if we have a day that was 42 degrees, and then the next day, like we have a cold front that comes through, and it's going to be a high of 16, you might need to change that wax on your skis or boards. Like those are the things that we're going to walk you through because, believe us, we've been there. We've been scooting along that catwalk and we don't move because we got the wrong wax.
I can tell you my favorite things of Vail Valley Live. Ty Diaz on any morning, what he talks about, there's no telling.
I like when he goes finds breakfast.
Yeah, that's always good. Brazzo, especially his Spanish-speaking program that he does once a week.
Vail Valley Latino.
He is amazing. That guy finds joy in everything. And of course, Meredith does a fantastic job out there, but I love tuning in because I know without a doubt, whenever Tricia Swenson's on, I get the best information. Like, there's no doubt you don't miss a sale. You don't miss a powder day. Like, there is nobody that you should just start your own concierge service.
I know.
You'd make a lot of money.
Okay. Well,
or they could just tune in and get it for free.
You could just tune in and get it for free and everything. And Ken, we love having you on the show too. Bringing lots of energy. And you've got a wealth of knowledge and just ways to really maximize the fun in the day.
I try to find free things.
Okay.
That's always my goal. If it's free, I'm there. Oh, free? Yeah.
Chocolate chip cookies.
And I think you'd be surprised how many things that you can find in our valley, especially with families that you can go to that are free or at a low cost in a place that historically cost a lot of money. There are definitely things that we can do just to get out there. Go for a hike, go for a bike, find the fun stuff outdoors.
So stay with us in the mornings. We're going to give you as much information as we can. And of course, when we do get live, once again, chat with us on our YouTube, Vail Valley Live YouTube page, and like us on Facebook with our Vail Valley Live Facebook page. And we love interacting with our visitors from around the world.
Yes.
It's so fun to see where you are tuning in from. Germany, UK, Florida. We've got it all.
Minturn. All over. And we will be back November 11th at 7:30. So that does it for us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll take you back to normal programming, but until November 11th, you can watch this tape segment every single day from 7:30 to 8:30. We'll see you soon.